now letting their teachers beat their students, and all I really have to say to that is, good luck. What makes you think any of us are going to let that happen to us? Are you insane? Like, the only people that are ever allowed to spank me are my parents. My bitch ass economics teacher? No, honestly, I wish he would. I'd smack the shit out of him. Like, who do you think we are, bro? Like, what makes you think any of us are just going to willingly take a spanking from our teachers? Especially in a generation where we don't respect anybody. Like, if anything, all this is gonna cause is just more fights. Like, World Stars probably gonna make a 2018 LeBron comeback. Like, I genuinely don't believe that schools understand how bad this would be if they implemented this. Like, your staff is gonna get their ass beat. Because, like, here's the thing. You're not spanking little Timmy for getting an F on his test. No, you're gonna have to try and spank 6'3" Raekwon Willis in the ass. You really think he's gonna let you do that shit? Hell no. Like, we live in the society of disrespect. People would rather die than get disrespected. Whoever implemented this, no joke, we'd have like 30% more school shooters. Every school would be getting lit up like it's a Call of Duty map. But like, also, does nobody else find this shit weird though? Like, why the hell do you as a grown-ass man or woman want to spank me? Like, you're dead-ass odd, bro. Grown-ass 54-year-old man walking around talking about some bullshit like this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Like, if your dumbass doesn't sit the down and teach me the unit, like, you're not like that, bro. Humble yourself. It honestly just feels like the school board just added this authority to the list because the teachers are already getting paid like $10 a week, so there needs to be some sort of additional benefits. My question is how are they gonna enforce this? How are they going to make people get spanked? Like, bro, if this ever happened to me and my teacher came up to me and was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to spank you, I'm dead-ass getting up, pointing at him, who the is this dude? And then I'm leaving. No one can make me get spanked, bro. What do you think this is? My final question to this is why spanking? You really couldn't find like any other punishment to punish these kids for being bad? You had to go with spanking? You guys are freaky as shit. What happens if the student wants to get spanked? Like, what happens when the English teacher is spanking Johnny and the is just moaning all the time? I wouldn't even want to spank him anymore at that point. Like, what the like, this implementation just sounds like a dream world for masochists. Like, school's just gonna turn into BDSM heaven, when all you really could have done is put like an extra $5 tax on the purple Doritos in the cafeteria. God, if you implemented that rule, 50% less people would break the rules. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not getting spanked. You can kiss my ass. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please share my Discord, subscribe to my YouTube channel, links in my bio. Hope you guys have a nice day, though. Bye. Everybody loves the joke about being unemployed and not having a job, but like, on some real shit, you guys, why is it so hard to get a job? Like, I'm so blessed to be able to do what I'm doing now because, like, if I had to go get an actual real job, I'm cooked. Because, like, all my friends are trying to get jobs over the summertime, and the way that some of these low-entry skill-level jobs are acting, it's almost like you gotta have a PhD in sandwich making and just go work at Subway. Like, I have one homie who applied to like 50 jobs. None of them took him. How do you apply to 50 jobs and not one sat there and said, yeah, let's take him? Like, what? Not even take him, but at least consider, bro. It's not like he was applying to go work at Lockheed Martin or some shit. He was applying to go work at places like Jersey Mike's. Like, who the f are you guys trying to hire, bro? Mike himself? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I have one homie who applied to go work at Marco's Pizza, and he got denied because he was quote-unquote underqualified. Like, the f how are you underqualified to go work at a f***ing pizza place? Like, who are they trying to hire, bro? The goddamn Mario Brothers? Like, who the f*** are they looking for, dude? It's chain pizza. Like, the way that all these jobs are acting, they're acting like they aren't paying you minimum wage. Like, if you're gonna be this picky and stuck up, you might as well pay them more money, too. Like, why do I need a master's degree in engineering to work at KFC? Like, if you don't get off your high horse right now, I swear to God. But it's actually a serious issue, though, because I read a report that more college students are unemployed than just the national unemployment rate. Like, you know how f***ed up that is, man? There's probably a bum out there that dropped out of high school that has a job, and you don't, even though you went to college for 4 years. Like, you spent all this money and all this time wanting to be a veterinarian, and now your ass has to work as a waiter at Olive Garden serving people shitty chicken Alfredo. That would have me so f***ed up, you do not understand. It's extremely sad how the only way you can realistically get a job anymore is that you have to have a connection. If you don't have a connection at a workplace that you're gonna work at, you might as well go start panhandling on the street, shaking a red Solo cup and shit. It's f***ed up. My own brother had to do that. He had to get my own mother to hire him, bro. He's working for my mom's company. Like, what the f? Nepotism got him a job. So if you want to get a job in 2025, nepotism. So like, while it's funny to be like, haha, job, don't say a slur in front of me, I love being unemployed, it actually is a issue though. So to all the people out there that like hate their job, just be happy that you even have one, because there's so many people out there that can't even get a interview. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please share my Discord and subscribe to my YouTube channel, link is in my bio. Hope you have a nice day though. Bye. Will literally call you 30 slurs to your face and then try to claim that it's rage bait. Like, the man, like, I'm not trying to sound like a snowflake here when I say this, but I genuinely believe that rage bait has gotten out of hand. Like, rage bait before used to be kind of believable. Like, get on video and be like, oh yeah, guys, cucumber line Gatorade is my favorite. Like, no, the f it's not. Now, rage bait is like, I'm gonna kill your family. Like, what the f, dude? Like, that's not even rage bait. You're just being disrespectful. Why am I seeing videos of coming online being like, Michael Jackson's music was shit? Like, what the f are you? Like, the term rage bait has become the new, it's just a prank, bro. Like, why do think as soon as they say, bro, I'm just rage baiting, that just automatically means whatever the hell they just said to me is okay? Like, chill, bro, I'm just rage baiting. Like, I don't give a f if you're rage baiting or not. You literally just said my mom's a hoe. I'm gonna beat your ass. Like, it doesn't matter if you're rage baiting or not. You're disrespectful as f. Like, it honestly just feels like people use rage bait as a way to mask their true feelings about shit. Like, so many rage bait posts that I see online are just so racist or misogynistic or homophobic. It's insane. And the worst part is that will get mad at me for getting offended at rage bait racist videos. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't give a f if it's rage bait or not. This video just said 45 different slurs to my face. Like, I just feel like as a whole, rage bait has kind of desensitized a lot of people towards racism, homophobia, or misogynism, and it's kind of f***ed up. The worst part about it, too, is that you can't even argue with people anymore because they'll deadass claim that you're rage baiting them simply because you disagree with their point. Like, the amount of times I get in arguments with my friends and they'll deadass look at me in the face and be like, bro, you're just rage baiting me. Like, no! I just think you're wrong. Shit pisses me off every day, dude. I cannot stand rage bait anymore. And I used to be a fan of it. Now, it's just so insufferable. And look, don't get me wrong, I think rage bait is fine in like certain aspects and avenues, but ruin that shit because they keep doing it over and over again. So yeah, I don't give a f what you guys say. Rage bait is stupid. I don't care. But anyways, guys, like this video, please join my Discord and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Links in my bio. Hope you guys have a nice day, though. Bye. Me and the boy who traumatized me. You're dick sucking. Why do so many people feel like it's a power move to talk shit about their ex's appearances? Like, it makes no sense to me because clearly the wasn't ugly enough because you let him blow your back out. This shit never made any sense to me. Ha ha, look how ugly my ex is, guys. But I still suck his dick. Like, what are you talking about? This is why I always say that people that try to claim that looks don't matter to them are full of shit. Like, looks clearly matter to everybody because as soon as that relationship is ending, these are getting online and shitting on you for your looks and appearances. Like, I guarantee if you weren't facially challenged, nobody would be making videos like this about you. I honestly think that people that make videos like these really show a lot more about them than they do the person that traumatized them. Because, like, if this man is so ugly and repulsive to the point that he traumatized you to be with him, what the f does that say about you when he was you? That just says to me that you're a hypocrite. Let's just all be honest here. He's still on your mind because you keep posting about these dudes. You probably think more about him than he probably thinks about you. You need to move on. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Do some of these dudes look ugly as f? Yes! Like, I'm looking at some of these dudes and they are facially f***ed up. But, like, again, that shit clearly didn't matter to you when he was deep in your guts. So why are we trying to switch up now? Why are we trying to act like looks matter to you? Because they clearly did it in the past when you met this guy. This more just tells me that people nowadays aren't dating for love. They're just dating for strictly lust. Because if people really did care about love, the way that a looks wouldn't mean that much to you. So I just find it funny how as soon as people break up, now they all start acting like your looks actually matter. Like, no, they don't. You're just bitter as shit and you're trying to get back at him because you guys aren't together anymore. Learn to move on. It's alright to just move on to the next person. It's alright. That's life. That happens. Not everything needs to be a competition or you one-upping another person. Just move on. And also, one last thing I just want to add about these me and the man who traumatized me things is that I just feel like it's unfair how the woman always shows like the best photo of them and then always just shows like the shittiest photo of their ex. Like, no shit, you're gonna look better than your ex. You're showing a picture of yourself in full makeup, nice outfit, and in good lighting, and in this you're showing him out of bed in a mirror selfie. Like, what the like, in my opinion, if you truly want to show how much better looking you are than your ex, no makeup. Like, make it to where you guys are both showing your original selves where there's no enhancements going on. But at the end of the day, you guys, your personality doesn't mean shit. Looks is everything. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please join my Discord and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Links in my bio. Hope you guys have a nice day, though. Bye. I think Gen Z has officially hit millennial status because anytime I see any of the things that Gen Alpha finds funny, I don't get it. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. After I saw the Fortnite Stupidity toilet skins, I low-key got disgusted. Because, like, are we being dead ass right now? What the f is Fortnite even about, bro? Like, you can dead ass load into a game and get into a squad with Batman, Godzilla, Skibidi Toilet, and Jesus. Like, what are we doing? Like, playing Fortnite feels like you're on acid. Like, there should be no reason why you're playing and then all of a sudden you just get full boxed by Minnie Mouse. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, the more that I interact with this shit, the older I feel because I don't get any of it. Like, I vividly remember one day walking into Target and going into the toy section and I remember seeing that Target was selling Skibidi Toilet toys, man. Are we serious? Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I personally find Skibidi Toilet, like, really scary. Like, it's literally a creepy ass dude's head in a toilet. Like, I'm not gonna flame these people for finding it funny. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I found a ton of stupid, weird shit funny back then, too. Like, I still remember Do You Know the Way and Bongo Cat and shit, and, like, Doritos and Illuminati dank memes. Like, I understand that we also had, like, weird shit that we found funny, but it's just, like, it's super weird just being a person that doesn't understand it. Because, like, I'll just be watching, like, 7 or 8-year-olds playing with Skibidi Toilet caca shit toys, and I'm just like, okay, but like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna make fun of like literal toddlers for finding certain shit funny. Like, that's meant to happen. I just personally think it's extremely sad how I'm starting to realize that we're all getting super old. Guys, there are Gen Z kids that are like 25. These are old as shit. We're just a couple more years away from being rocking chair age, man. Our joints are gonna pop and shit, and we don't have to pay taxes. Like, isn't that crazy? But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please join my Discord and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Links in my bio. Hope you guys have a nice day, though. Bye. Like, for real serious question here. But do P-stars and OF models just not have a concept of the consequences of their own actions? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to think that these OF models have finally started putting the pieces together of 2 + 2 to realize that their careers are fucking over if this doesn't work out for them. Like, did no one else find it extremely funny when Mia Khalifa left the industry and then tried to set up a clothing brand just for everyone to realize that nobody wanted to buy her shitty ass clothes? So then what she decided to do is try to make a comeback into the OF industry, and then guess what? She realized that everyone recognized her as damaged goods. She was straight up Celtic Shaq. Like, deadass, what did she expect? Did she expect motherfuckers to think of Mia Khalifa like she was LeBron or like she was Tom Brady or some shit? No one gives a fuck that you're coming out of retirement, bro. Stay in that bitch. And then you see the same shit with these trifling ass OF models, man. After they realized that the money they were getting is starting to dry up because this is not a sustainable career, they start realizing, oh shit, my life might actually be over if I'm not getting paid enough money. So what do they decide to do? They decide to start You know, if there's anything that I hate more than being born 5'7", it's the fact that I've come to a realization that I'm a bitch. There's no point even trying to hide that shit anymore, man. It's not like people perceive me to be some sort of Yakuza member just beating bitches up on the street or something, man. I am allergic to grass, and I'm deathly afraid of bugs. I am a walking fleshlight in prison, man, and I know it. And I try to hold myself with more confidence now, being the fact that I'm making all this money, and I have all these followers, right? And so I realized, what the fuck is that going to do to prevent somebody from turning my asshole into beef carpaccio, man? I'll give you an answer to that shit, and it's fucking nothing, man. Like, I've realized that I'm such a bitch that whenever I get disrespected, I'll confront them about it 3 hours later. Like, it's kind of like when you lose an argument to your best friend, and then you come up with a great comeback, like 7 hours later when you're in bed. It's kind of like the same shit. Like, I could be walking down the street, some big-ass dude shoulder chucks me real quick, boom, blows me back. And you know me, you know what I do the first thing I say to that guy? Fucking nothing. I go back home, and I practice the shit that I would say to him if I was like Dwayne The Rock Johnson or some shit. Like, does anyone else feel like the news don't even report the news anymore? Like, half the time they're always talking about some meaningless bullshit that nobody cares about? Like, I swear I get actual news from people on TikTok more than people on a news channel. Like, I'll be scrolling on my For You page, and a dude will just tell me about natural disasters, wildfires, stabbings, terrorist attacks. I'm like, oh shit, that's real news. And then I turn on Channel 6, and these motherfuckers are talking about meet your new favorite pet pygmy hippo, Moo Dang, from a Taiwan zoo. I don't give a shit. How is this news? Like, are y'all running out of material? Like, y'all motherfuckers have a whole ass studio, and you want to sit there and talk about a goddamn pygmy hippo. You're not serious. Like, how are you guys gonna let a goddamn talking fish provide better news than you guys? You guys are cooked. Keep in mind, guys, these people have a whole production crew, whole film set, whole studio, news anchors, writers and journalists on their team, on their payroll, and they're still losing to a goddamn talking fish. Like, what the fuck? Like, at that point, you're just lazy as shit. There's no reason why you should be losing out to a fucking talking fish head. Like, could you imagine being the news reporters in this situation? There's a bunch of murders, terrorist attacks, natural disasters and shit going on, and you have to come onto the set. Now, one thing that a lot of my critics say about me that I just don't get at all is that they always get on me for being too mean and too negative. And I'm just sitting there confused, like, since when did the internet become a place of peace and prosperity? Like, I say one negative thing on the internet, and then all of a sudden, everyone in the comment section turns into Mother Teresa, talking about some bullshit like, don't spread negativity, spread peace. What the fuck? Like, stop acting like you're about to bless a poor farmer with a bountiful harvest, man. You are not like that. Like, the way that some of these dudes in my comment section talk, you'd think that they're building schools for kids in Morocco, when they're not, man. Commenting some stupid shit like, why is he so negative? Dude, shut the hell up, because like, I know for a fact you are not a good person, man. These same people commenting this stuff in my videos are the same ones commenting racist shit in those Indian street food videos, man. They're like, I don't want to be that guy, but the internet has always been a place where you're supposed to hate on things. And don't blame it on me, man. The social media companies designed their platform to be this way. Like, when you think about it, guys, what reason is there to have a dislike button on social media? There really isn't. The only reason it exists is so you can directly tell somebody that you fucking hate them. Because if you don't like what somebody said, you just don't have to like the comment or video. They purposely put a dislike button. I'm really starting to get pissed off right now. Why do teachers put in all this work for us to learn something, and then when it comes to the quiz or the test, they never give us questions that's relevant to the topic that we're learning about? Like, have you guys ever taken a test before and you know you're immediately cooked as soon as you see the first question? Like, it's so bad you're just sitting there at your desk just looking at your paper for like 30 seconds? Yo, what the fuck? Like, you know it's bad as soon as you start looking around the classroom trying to see if the answer is on a poster. Like, that's how you know your teachers got you messed up, man, because there's no way in hell that they taught me any of the things that I'm looking at right now. Like, do y'all ever stare at the teacher while this is happening to you? Like, you're staring daggers at this chick as you're drawing a stick figure in the free response question. Because you're just sitting there, swearing on your whole life that this bitch did not teach me this shit. History class are the worst offenders of this, man. I do all this studying, all this preparing for a test, and I sit down, and the first question is some bullshit, like how big was George Washington's meat? I'm gonna jump out the window. Like, guys, I still remember this, but last year, one time for AP World History, we were taking a quiz, and it had something to do with, like, gunpowder kingdoms or some shit, and I was super prepared, and I knew, like, virtually everything about this unit. I sit down, and the first goddamn question is some bullshit, like, what are conversation with an adult as a child kind of feels like if Sleeping Beauty tried to have a conversation with Maleficent. Because why are adults always hating on kids? Like, anything a child or teenager does, wears, or likes is almost immediately always called dumb, stupid, and a waste of time. To the point where I kind of start questioning, what do adults even do in their free time? Like, they are always whining about something. Hey, why are the McDonald's hash browns 25 cents more? This is tyranny, brother. Clock into work. Like, you have a shift in 30 minutes. Get out the house. It's like the weirdest one-sided beef I've ever been a part of, because the way that adults act towards teenagers, it's almost like you think that we started it, even though we didn't. Like, the biggest thing that I hate about most adults is how they just automatically think they're smarter than all of us simply because they're old as hell. Like, the way that some 35-year-olds have talked to me, you would think they were Aristotle or something, when it turns out they're a cashier at fucking Carl's Jr. Like, respectfully, shut your bitch ass up! Like, the only thing that you have over me is that your joints are fucked up. Like, that's it. Like, it's so infuriating how some adults talk to me like they're already smarter than me and better than me simply because I'm younger than them, when I can guarantee that I'm probably smarter than them. Like, something that a lot of adults don't realize about themselves is that they were the same dumbass like 10 to 20 years ago that they are now. They just pay taxes. Like, you have the same IQ as Patrick from SpongeBob, and you're trying to tell me advice on how to start a Fortune 500 company. Like, nobody's trying to hear that from you, man. I'm sorry. Something that I also hate about adults is that they also always turn into, like, a fortune teller out of nowhere. Like, you ever notice that? You ever been talking to an adult, and they always say, like, well, you'll learn someday. Like, okay, Akinator, the hell? Oh, fuck my back! Like, since when were you a fortune teller, man? Are you the Oracle of Delphi? What makes you think I'm going to fail just because you failed in the past. Like, just because you're 40 doesn't mean you can just automatically see into my future. Like, you don't know me. Like, you honestly don't know if I'm going to succeed or fail, man. Stop trying to project your failures onto me. Like, that's what so many adults love to do onto us. They love to project their own failures and ideologies onto us when we've never asked for it. Like, something I need these dudes to stop saying is, I used to be just like you one day. No, you didn't. Stop it. Like, no, I was not you. Do not compare me to you. Like, I won't lie, it sounds very obnoxious, but also, like, please don't compare me to yourself. Like, I am my own person. You live in your car. Like, I remember a while back I was having this conversation with the owner of the car store that I like to go to every weekend, and no lie, this dude talked for 20 minutes straight talking about how he was a failure, and that means that I'm going to be a failure. And he was just saying random shit. Like, this dude deadass, like, dropped Mark Twain for no reason, the high school he went to, and then he was just like, yeah, man, I wanted to be just like you, becoming a millionaire, making $100,000 a month, and now I'm here, a failure, in a card store. And that's gonna be you one day, man. I'm just looking at this dude the whole time, like, what the fuck? Like, congratulations? Like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, I'm sorry that you're a bum in a card store? Now, I don't know why that means I'm gonna be a bum in a card store, but like, okay. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be a failure, man, but you know, thanks. Tall people piss me off, man, because why do they act like being tall sucks? Oh, man, my knees always hurt, dude. I am blowjob height for you. Shut the hell up. They always try everything they can to make themselves look like the victim, man. Dude. Like, you know, being 6'7" really sucks. It's like, dude, I really can't find shoes to match my size. I would smack the Sonic coins out of you, but my hands reach your neck, so I can't. Like, guys, I'm 5'7", right? The amount of dicks that I take up in my ass to be 6 foot, you don't even want to know. But instead, what the actual tall dudes want to do is just whine, bitch, and complain about how being tall sucks. Like, oh, man, I actually hate being tall because I stand out too much in the crowd. You stand out too much in the crowd? Yeah, man, imagine being the crowd. Shut the fuck up. Like, you probably never had your height check at a roller coaster. You lanky bitch. Like, serious question, what even are the cons to being tall? The most that these dudes gotta worry about is banging their head on top of a door frame. Motherfuckers look at me like I'm the dwarf who built this shit. It's messed up. Like, tall people have to be the biggest compliment fishers I've ever seen in my entire life. Because why do they act like girls aren't trying to get on their dick 24/7? Acting like they get no play and their life sucks. Talk about some bullshit like, guys, being tall sucks so much because, like, sometimes it's really hard to squeeze into my car. Motherfucker, a Mini Cooper is a minivan to me. Shut the fuck up. Another thing I hate about tall people, too, is that they make fun of short people for being short. Like, we can control that shit. Like, my bad, dude, I should've let my dad know to put a little extra compound V and umph into his shit while I was in the sack. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's not my fault that your father's ancestor is a goddamn giraffe. Melvin looking ass. Like, I wouldn't have such a big issue with so many tall people if they didn't make being tall their whole fucking personality, bro. That's just low-key annoying, man. Like, I'm honestly about to get the cartel to take your fucking kneecaps from you. So to all you elongated, vertically challenged people out there, shut the fuck up. There's one thing in this life that I will never get for the rest of my life. It has to be people who cheat. Because, like, the whole concept around cheating makes absolutely zero sense to me. Because if you don't want to be with somebody anymore, then you don't fucking have to. It's not like you're in some slave contract on some BTS K-pop industry shit. Like, you can just leave. Like, all it takes is a simple, hey, it's over, or hey, I want a divorce. That's all it fucking takes, and then you can go on for the next. It's really not that hard. And then you hear a lot of these people try and come up with a bunch of bullshit excuses on why they cheated on these people, when in reality, all of it can just be boiled down to, you could have just broken up with them then. It's always like some bullshit like, oh, well, you just didn't talk to me enough. Break up with them. Oh, well, you just, you weren't doing enough for me. You weren't paying enough attention. Break up with them then. Oh, well, it's just the sex wasn't that great. And break up with them. Like, all your problems can just be linked to, break up with them, you stupid bitch. Like, why are you doing all this shit? And look, I'm not worried about getting cheated on. I get zero fucking play. I keep my phone without silent mode on in school because I know my shit is drier than the Sahara Desert. I get no notifications. Like, I think if I ever got cheated on, I don't think I'd give a single fuck. Because here's the thing, you guys. When I'm getting into a relationship with somebody, I'm going into that relationship already putting my 100% confidence and trust in that other person that they won't cheat on me, okay? Because I know me, and I know that I will never cheat on them. So it's only up to them for them to break my trust in them, okay? And let's say they end up doing that, they end up cheating on me. Okay, that's fine. You broke that confidence and trust that I had in you, and that's on you. That's your fault, not mine. So I'm gonna pack my shit, leave, and then move on. At worst comes to worst, I'll beat my dick once, and then move on with the rest of my life. And some of these people, I'm just convinced, just do it just to do it. They just cheat on their partner just because they like cheating on them. Not even if they just don't like them anymore. Because I've seen some people do some crazy ass shit just to not get caught by their significant other. Like maybe moving their messages to like WhatsApp and Telegram, sometimes to the email. It's just like, if I ever found that shit, if I ever found my girlfriend doing all this extra shit just to cheat on me, like, fuck, you got it, big bro, holy shit. I'll leave right now, goddamn, you want me out that bad? Like, I'll leave. Whether you guys like it or not, to me, superhero movies are extremely funny. But superhero movies aren't funny because of the actual jokes that they write into the script. No, they genuinely suck, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not funny when you're watching a show and they're just like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Like, shut this shit off. Like, we're about 3 years away from them putting a Mango Funk joke in the next fucking Disney Plus series. Like, it's good. But what makes superhero movies extremely funny is the fact that anytime I watch a superhero movie, I just imagine the actor using their superpowers before they add visual effects. Like, Doctor Strange is probably my favorite one to imagine because you'll realize that Benedict Cumberbatch before visual effects just looks like a crackhead doing voodoo magic on a trash can. Like, this dude for real gets paid millions of dollars to dress dress up in a costume and throw up wizard gang signs to summon an imaginary portal in front of like 600 people. Like, he gets paid millions of dollars to do that shit, while the actual visual effects artists that make that shit look cool get paid like $30 in a fucking cheeseburger from McDonald's. Like, I'm sorry, but you cannot convince me that you couldn't just offer a random homeless dude black tar heroin to do this shit instead of Benedict Cumberbatch, and that homeless man would probably do a better job than him. Because you have to pay Benedict Cumberbatch millions of dollars to do this shit. These crackheads do that shit for free. The difference is that they actually believe they're summoning a fucking portal. And before you guys say anything like, well, he gets paid millions to do the acting, I know. Shut the fuck up. But like, what I will say is that something that does come out. One thing that I realized about having parents is that sometimes they be the most devious gaslighters that you have ever seen in your entire life. Like, it might be because that they're old as fuck, or it's because that they're actually scheming up the most lethal, devious supervillain mastermind plan to try and manipulate my memories to make it seem like the toxic, crazy shit that they did to me never ended up existing. And it'd be over the most stupidest shit too. Like, tell me why the other day my mom tried to gaslight me into telling us we went to a grilled cheese restaurant that on my life we never fucking went to. Like, brother, it's mid-ass grilled cheese. Why are you lying about this? And why is it always so goddamn specific too? My mom started listing out every single item that we ordered on that meal, when I'm just like, brother, we never went to this spot. Because, like, how in the fuck do you remember that shit like 7 years ago? You don't even remember my age sometimes. Like, make it make sense, you know what? But the worst part about it is when they claim they didn't do certain shit to you, when you clearly know that they did. Like, you know how your parents will always deny that they ever beat you too harshly anytime you talk to them about it? That's what my parents do. Like, anytime I bring up to my parents that they used to beat the ever-living dog shit out of me, whenever learning that you're talented at something is probably one of the greatest feelings of all time. Like, I think all of us out there can agree that everyone is talented at something. Like, it just feels great to know that you are better at something than majority of the population. Until you meet actually real talented people, and it just messes you up. Like, when my parents told me about Johnny Kim, ruined my whole week. Matter of fact, ruined my whole month. And for those of you who don't know who Johnny Kim is, simply put, he's the Asian Superman. There's no other way to say it. He is the Asian Man of Steel. Like, this man is a doctor, a Navy SEAL, and an astronaut. What are you even supposed to say to that? Like, when I learned that, I looked at my father and said, you need to put more effort into your seat. Like, there's no way. Like, you definitely half-assed the batch that made me. Because I'm convinced that this dude's father had compound V in his balls. Like, I'm just convinced that this dude popped out his mom floating. Like, there's no way. Because, like, bro, a Navy SEAL, a doctor, and an astronaut, you're just doing shit to do. I'd hate to be this guy's brother. Like, could you imagine what the Thanksgiving dinners would look like? Like, this motherfucker works at T-Mobile or some shit, and then his brother walks in, and you already know who the favorite of the family is. It's just gonna be one giant Glades fest. Not gonna lie to you, probably would drive my car into a tree. Because, like, what are you even supposed to do? This dude's Johnny at the dinner table talking about how he's getting ready to go to the moon. You gotta sit there and just be like, yeah, well, T-Mobile's got 5G wireless. Like, what are you talking? Like, this is literally the Whiplash dinner table scene. It's just completely fucked up. Imagine the arguments, too. You treat them never win. Like, as soon as they're just like, why can't you be more like Johnny? Jumping straight through the window. Another person who genuinely makes me sick to my stomach, too, is Bridget Mendler. Like, this girl is an actress, a songwriter, and a PhD doctor who owns a satellite company. Like, you know, it's cool. I'll just go die in this hole real quick. You know what I mean? My life doesn't matter. Like, these people genuinely make me feel like shit. And it's not their fault. They didn't do anything wrong. But, like, how could I not feel absolutely worthless knowing that these two people fucking exist? And look, don't get me wrong. Comparison is the thief of joy. Not to my fucking parents, though. Like, I'm honestly so glad my parents have not found out who Bridget Mendler is yet, because the amount of times my parents have brought up Johnny Kim, I'm this close to putting his face on a dartboard and just throwing shit in his face. Like, I can't say anything. Like, there was a time period where I would come home from school and tell my parents about all the good things I'm doing there, and they would just respond with, are you Johnny Kim yet? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to give your hopes up, but, like, I'm nowhere near that pathway yet. Like, I'm still learning about shapes and algebra right now, so, like, cut me some slack. But look, at the end of the day, don't be afraid to be very proud of all your skills and your talents. Those are something you should hold a lot of pride in yourself with. But just know, Johnny Kim is a Navy SEAL, a doctor, and an astronaut, and you're an engineer. I bet you feel like shit now, don't you? Guys, I don't know if I'm just an insecure person, but I genuinely do not understand how content creators have egos. Because, like, in my opinion, the shit that we do is not even, like, braggable. Like, guys, I've only flexed that I was a content creator one time in my whole fucking life, and I'm never doing that shit again. Like, I was catching up with this one dude that I haven't seen in a long time, and I was just telling him, you know, I'm actually a content creator right now, 400,000 followers. And he just looked at me like, oh, wow. Really? Most embarrassing shit I've ever done in my life. Because, like, you can tell he didn't give a fuck and he didn't take me seriously, and I was just really standing there like, oh, yeah, no, this shit is not as cool as I thought it was. Because, like, when you take a step back from this content creator shit, how do you actually explain the videos that you make? Like, oh, yeah, man, I, like, yell and scream at a camera and whine like a little bitch all the time, and people think I'm funny. Like, what the fuck? So that's why I get so pissed when people come up to me and, like, you know, you should start a podcast. Who the fuck's gonna watch that? Like, guys, I don't know how many times I gotta reiterate this point. There is not a single soul on the face of the planet that will ever say, hey, bro, turn on the new Angry Asian podcast episode. No one's gonna do that shit. Like, you deadass have to pay me to watch my own podcast, man. Or people that come up to me and tell me that I should start selling merch. I'm not gonna lie to you. If there's anyone on this planet that is gonna wear the Angry Asian merch, you're gonna have to burn that shit. Like, why would I sell people merch that I wouldn't even want to wear? That's just straight blasphemy. So, like, all these content creators that are always flexing on people and have these huge egos always irks me, because, like, you are not as important as you think you are. So, like, yeah, I just think a lot of content creators should just be more humble and stay down to earth and just realize that they're not as important as they think they are. And also, I'm not starting a motherfucking podcast, and I'm not gonna start selling merch. Can you guys stop telling me to do that? Is there anybody out there that actually uses any of these apps on our phone? Like, are there any people out there that genuinely use Apple shortcuts? Oh, why do they continue to make apps that we will never use. Like, dog, the only apps that I use on this phone are Safari, iMessage, the Apple Store, the Maps, and Notes. Everything else I treat like the middle child of the family. I didn't even know they existed. Like, genuinely tell me what the Keynotes app does. You can't tell me, can you? Like, who genuinely wakes up and thinks to themselves, you know what? Let's check the Apple Health app. Like, Addy, this is that Apple adds, by the way, to try to justify the next iPhone being $10,000. Like, yeah, guys, I know the new iPhone is literally the exact same iPhone, but on this iPhone, we're gonna have the new app, Apple Dildo, on it. Like, what the Like, I don't want Apple Dildo on that. Like, could you not? Like, you are paying all of these developers to make apps that nobody will ever do. And it's safe to say, if you are a genuine human being that uses any of these apps, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but you got one of Elon Musk's brain chips inside of you. I'm sorry, you're not a human being. Like, I cannot physically accept the fact that there are real human beings that open up their iPhone and go into Apple tips. I'm sorry, I can't believe. Like, you either have a lobotomy or you're an NPC just drooling on yourself like a dumb. My final question is, who is asking for these apps to be made? Because I swear to God, I have not seen one person ever be like, you know what, guys? The next thing we need on the iPhone is Apple Freeform. Like, nobody asked for this. Like, just keep the same, 10 apps that you've had on the iPhone since, the iPhone 4. Stop adding all this extra Like, nobody's gonna get hyped when you get the iPhone 18. That's, $20,000. But just wait, guys. At least you got Apple recipes shit. Like, I don't want that thing. But yeah, if there's anybody out there that genuinely use any of these apps, what do you use it for? And please tell me why. But can somebody out there please explain to me when it became such a bad thing to love your country? Because you see, guys, I love America. I love this country. I was born and raised here. I think America is the greatest country of all time, and nobody can convince me otherwise. Yet it almost feels like when I say that, it's like a taboo thing to say. People are gonna call me a right-wing MAGA conservative. Like, no, dude. I actually am not. I just love my country. See, something that I've never been able to understand is how patriotism has been so demonized by people recently. Because, in terms of politics, patriotism should be at the center of all politics. Like, the entire goal of politics is to make the place that you're living in a better place. So if you hate the country that you live in, why the are you here? Like, I've never been able to understand people that hate America yet still live in this place. If you hate it so much, then leave. Now, hold on. I'm not saying that if you dislike what's going on inside of this country and you don't agree with some of the decisions that are being made by our government, that's completely fine. My point is that if you hate everything that this country stands for, you can move to Canada or some shit. You're not forced to be here. Because, for me, I don't really like what's going on inside this country. I don't agree with everything that's going on, but I still love this country and everything that it stands for. Matter of fact, I love this country so much, I stay in it so that I can make it a better place. That, to me, is what an American is. The reasons why I love America have nothing to do with the government. What made me fall in love with this country is the fact that anyone can come to this country and be an American. There is no definition of a textbook American, because America is everybody. I can look up the U.S. Olympic ping pong team, they're all Asian people, yet they're all still American. I can look up the U.S. Olympic cricket team and they're all Indian, yet they still are all American. That's my point. Ronald Reagan had a great speech, even though I think he's the shittiest president of all time, but he said you can't go to France and become a Frenchman, but you can come to America and become an American, no matter where you came from. That is America to me. So whether you like what's going on in this country or not, that shit does not matter. You should love the country that you were born and raised in. There's nothing wrong in being proud of the country that you live in. I love this country, I love this nation, and I love America. God bless America. Loving your country should not be viewed as a bad thing, and the fact that it is now is extremely sad. So it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or MAGA right-wing conservative. Every American should love America. You don't have to agree with everything that's going on with our government, but America as a country, as a nation, and its principles, that's what you should love. So yeah, guys, happy 4th of July. God bless America. Don't be ashamed for loving America, and also England. Those goddamn tea-drinking, lobster-back, red-coat bastards. But anyways, guys, like this video, please join my Discord and subscribe to my YouTube channel because of my bio. Hope you guys have a nice day, though. Bye.